Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about glamping, luxury camping, whatever you want to call it. And pretty much to explain what it is real quick is it's like I said, luxury camping. These people are setting up either giant tents, like these teepee style tents that are super nice when you walk inside. They're very roomy out in the wild, so it feels like you're camping, or this backyard, or just in a unique area that's a lot cooler than a hotel room. If they have that listing up with beautiful pictures of the setup, they're able to charge $250 a night because they have their glamping set up in such a unique area. People are going to pay that price. And then I see other people like in Florida, in my area, I did a search for around me, people live on the beach and then they have a little RV set up to where there's a deck out front, a little areas that people would love to stay in if they're a tourist visiting from up north that don't have beaches and they want to see the nice beaches on Florida or stay on the beach. That would be perfect for them. They would gladly pay $150 a night to stay on the beach in a glamping site. And the ones that are really nice, that are set up like in the forest with a nice view, so it really feels like camping, or it's like I said, in the desert where it's a beautiful view at night and they have awesome pictures on the Airbnb listing, which is going to bring up the value and make it look better. And obviously reviews and all that's going to come into factor. But those very nice ones are charging anywhere from $200 to $250 a night. So those tents are pretty much pulling in close to 6 figures a year off just this tent. And you can automate this business. It sounds like, okay, so you're probably thinking, what is the initial investment? How much does this cost to start up? How much time would I actually have to put in this a week to keep this running and cleaning the tents and all that jazz? It really is not a huge investment unless you have to buy property. If you live in New York City, obviously you're not going to be able to set up a glamping site in New York City because I'm sure you either live in an apartment or your house has no room to do this. But say you live in Florida and your backyard's literally the beach, like you live on the beach, that would be perfect. If you're allowed to, obviously. It'd be perfect to set up a little RV with a glamping site. Or if you live up north where there's a bunch of land, build a very nice glamping site with like a nice dome and a nice little deck and a nice area where it really feels like you're camping, and you could just charge anywhere from like $150 to $200 a night on your own property, so you're not paying for land. Then the cost of startup would probably be anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 because these tents really aren't that expensive. Now the ones that I'm seeing online could be generic tents that you get them and they're just very cheap tents. So I would do your research for you, just purchase one of these tents offline. With this being said, this isn't financial advice, so anything you do is you're doing at your own risk. But from what I've seen when I've looked at the price of these tents, they're usually anywhere around $2,000 to $4,000 if it's a nicer one, especially for the nicer domes. It could get all the way up to $7,000. But yeah, so the initial startup cost isn't crazy. I would say $5,000 to $10,000 if you're doing it on your own property. If you're doing it having to buy a few acres of land or something, that really varies. But if you're going to go about buying a piece of land and trying to set this up, I would finance the land, and then your monthly payment would probably be 3% loan on a mortgage for land or whatever would probably be, from what I've seen, I'm just going off other videos I've seen online and other people that are already doing this, are paying like $300 to $500 a month to purchase this piece of land, but their glamping setup is reeling them in anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, some even $7,000 a month. So the $500 expense that you're paying for the land a month to purchase it really is nothing when your tent's pulling in thousands and thousands of dollars. But yeah, how I would go about getting started, obviously I don't have a house at the moment, so I couldn't really give you an example, but I plan on purchasing a house here soon, or hopefully soon. If I don't, I'm gonna have to stay here for a little bit longer, but hopefully not. But if I was going to purchase a house soon, I would factor this in to maybe look for a house with a little bit more land where I could set up maybe an RV on the side of the house with shelves around a campfire and just take really good pictures and list it on Airbnb and just set it up for people to stay there every other night or whenever I want to rent it out. But if I could get this set up for around $5,000, my initial investment on this was $5,000. And say I even had to start cheap. I had to start renting out this RV and this nice little camping area on the side of my house for $100 a night. $80 a night, even if I had to do that. Once I start getting some bookings on Airbnb and some positive reviews and my listing starts going up, and maybe I optimize it, maybe I get someone to build a listing for me on Airbnb just so it ranks better, and I get professional pictures made so they look like the other ones on Airbnb where they look really good. Who knows? I could start probably charging $150 a night, and that's literally for someone staying on your property on the side of your house. Or like I said, if you want to go the buying a piece of land route, that would actually probably be the best way to do it, because then you could do multiple glamping sites on a few acres of land and just have like little places where people park in different areas, so they're like still separated but they're on all on your land, then you're really talking about making a lot of money. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, that this new glamping Airbnb business model is very interesting to me. I would like to try in 2022 if I do have time, but I'm hoping obviously the junk removal business that I'm running now takes off. But this also does look very interesting. If I could get a glamping set up for $5,000, then hire a maid out just to clean it every time someone stays in it and manage it to where it's pretty much completely passive, to where say I have just a maid running it for me and all I have to worry about is the bookings online, or I'm sure I could probably get that automated too, to where I have a tent over here in Florida on the beach or something like that, pulling me in 6 figures a year completely passively. Or realistically, I probably want to get 6 figures for someone staying in an RV on the beach. So even round down to, this is the cheaper end I've seen people making a year, it's $50,000 a year for a glamping setup in Florida. Definitely very interesting, something I wanted to share with you guys. Obviously I haven't tried this yet, but I've done some research on it and seen the numbers, and it is a very interesting business model that I will keep researching and we'll keep watching videos about. And if I do have extra time and extra money, or I come into some land, say I buy a piece of property that is perfect for this or something, and I really want to try it, then I definitely will try it, because it'd be great content to put on the channel and probably a great way to make money from what I've seen. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like and subscribe button for me. That helps my video get out to other people. But yeah, if I missed anything or you guys have a comment, just comment below. I'll try to answer it. And that's really all I got for this one. So see you guys next one. Peace.